This is Johnny Dollar for broadcast Sunday, May 10, 1959.
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, this is Ray Connolly.
Oh, yeah, over at Continental Insurance Company.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, what's the problem, Ray?
Problem? Well, no problem at all, actually.
Oh?
Are you busy tonight, Johnny?
No plans at all.
Well, you see, my wife's out of town for a few days, and Johnny, well, I wonder if you'd have dinner with me tonight. Can you do that?
Why, sure, why not?
Good.
Just name the time and place, and I'll meet you there.
Well, I happen to have a nice thick fillet of prime beef in my refrigerator at home, and if you like steak.
Sure do.
Well, why don't you run over to my place at, say, 6:30? I'll pour you a couple of cocktails, and we'll tackle that steak. Okay, Johnny?
Ray.
Yeah.
You're sure there isn't something that's bothering you?
6:30, Johnny?
Yeah, okay, but now listen.
Good. I'll see you then.
Well, why don't you...
Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. Bob America's Bailey fabulous in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account.
Johnny Dollar.
Each weekday on CBS Radio, there's a bright package of lively entertainment that goes by the modest title, Just Entertainment. It's where to find Pat Buttram, his cohorts, and his warm humor. Mr. Buttram is ably aided by lovely Marion Morgan and that singing foursome called the Halloran Quartet. Just for entertainment, sample Just Entertainment with Pat Buttram tomorrow on CBS Radio. Also on the recommended list, a fascinating fact-filled 10 minutes each weeknight with Ron Cochran. Recently, he's given the Answer Please treatment to listener queries on such topics as the Chesapeake Bay's Oyster War, the Irish sweepstakes, spring fever, and underseas exploration of the Arctic. Be listening tomorrow night. Discover how you can ask Ron Cochran to give your question the answer, please. Just Entertainment and Answer Please. One for facts, one for fun. Leave your dial set right where it is now to enjoy both these entertaining programs each Monday through Friday on CBS Radio. And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Continental Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the fatal fillet matter. There was something very funny about Ray Connolly's sudden invitation to have dinner with him, much less cocktails. I'd been at his office far too many times, had seen the bottles of pills that he kept in his desk, watched his secretary bring him a glass of milk at precisely 10:30 a.m. and exactly 3:15 p.m., had listened to the dull details of his ulcer-free diet more times than I can remember. So when Ray said cocktails... come on now, Dollar, stop trying to build up a case out of nothing. And yet, for reasons that will be made clear later in this report, everything goes on expense account. Item 1, $1.40 for a cab to Ray's apartment. It was 6:30 on the nose when I pushed the doorbell. Oh, and I decided that if he did have something bothering him, I'd let him get around to it in his own sweet time. I wished later that I hadn't.
Johnny, I'm glad to see you. Come in.
Yeah, how are you, Ray?
Well, you know how it is.
Those ulcers been kicking up on you again?
Yeah, a little. Sit down, Johnny, sit down.
Sure, thanks.
Now, what would you like? Martini, Manhattan?
Got a plain old scotch and soda lying around?
I certainly have. Have it for you in a second. Never touch it myself anymore, of course.
You mean you're not drinking with me?
Maybe I'll have a glass of milk, and let's see. Yeah. Time for me to take one of my pills. There you are, Johnny.
Thanks. But did it ever occur to you, Ray, that if you'd stop worrying so much about that gut of yours, you might not have so much trouble with it?
Johnny, it's easy to see you never had an ulcer.
No, sir. I don't ever intend to.
Well, if you were in my end of the business, there's something just happened that I want to tell you about.
Oh?
Yeah, later. Incidentally, the steak we're having is the most beautiful thing you ever saw. Well, come on, I'll show it to you while I get a glass of milk.
Okay.
Guess my wife ordered some groceries sent over from Morris Baines Market before she left. I told you she's away.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, left yesterday. Well, the steak was delivered last night, along with some other things. There. How about that?
That looks like you could cut that with a fork.
Prime beef. Excuse me, I'll get my glass of milk.
Sure.
Hey, how do you like your steak, by the way?
Only one way. Blood rare.
Of course, I'll have to have mine rather well done. I'll just cut the fillet in half, and there'll be no problem at all.
Ray, what about this thing that happened in the office you were going to tell me about?
Later, Johnny. Later.
Again, looking back, I wished that I'd pressed the point, but I didn't. Instead, I had another drink, watched him sip his glass of milk, listened to him complain some more about his pet ulcer, and then, finally, we sat down to dinner.
There we are. Isn't that the most beautiful steak you ever saw?
Oh, no.
Huh?
Ray, didn't you hear me?
What? Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. I'm terribly
Well,
embarrassed.
brother, you ought to be. That looks like a piece of shoe leather.
You said blood rare, and I forgot all about
Oh, Ray, you are a dog.
it. You're sure you can't eat it this way?
I'd rather chew up an old boot. Hey, listen, now, something's bugging you. Now, what is it?
Nothing, Johnny. Look, I'll go out and buy another one for you, huh?
And let yours sit here and get cold? No.
Oh, Johnny, I'm terribly sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead, Ray. Tear into it. I'll go out in the kitchen and see if I can find the makings of a sandwich. I could have killed him overcooking a perfectly good steak that way, but instead I made myself a sandwich and stuck around, because I knew that sooner or later he'd tell me his real purpose in having me come over. And later he did. At least he started to. We had washed the dishes, then gone back into the living room. I had settled down with a third cup of coffee and a cigarette, and he was sipping at another glass of milk.
It's just that I don't like being threatened.
Threatened?
Heaven knows I have enough trouble keeping this ulcer under control with just the daily run of problems I have to face at the office.
What do you mean by
You know, people demanding more from their insurance than they deserve, or filing claims when they aren't entitled to any insurance at all, and then trying to... Oh! Nothing, Johnny. I just... I'll be all right.
You forget to take one of your pills, or...
No, but maybe I better take another.
Yes, me, you're taking too many of them. But, what was this talk about being threatened?
Well, Johnny, this fella by the name of... Oh, no.
Ray.
Johnny!
Ray, what's the matter?
This pain in my stomach... It's killing me.
Easy. Here. Let me get you on the sofa.
Oh, medicine. Quick, please.
There you are. Now, what medicine?
Anything to stop this. Johnny.
I grabbed the telephone and called Dr. Ransom. But because of a traffic tie-up, it was nearly half an hour before he got there. Meantime, Ray lay on the sofa getting paler and paler until he was white as a sheet. The doctor, completely familiar with Ray's ulcer problem, did what he could. But after 45 minutes, realized things were getting beyond his control, so he called an ambulance. Another half hour. And yeah, by the time they got him to the hospital, in spite of injections and oxygen along the way, Ray Connolly was dead.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Tibet in the news. Who's an expert on Tibetan affairs? Who was the personal guest of the Dalai Lama in happier times at the top of the world? Why, Lowell Thomas, of course. Ask us another part of the world, and there's every chance the answer again would be Lowell Thomas. The roving raconteur has been just about everywhere, seen just about everything. So when a story breaks, he has that extra edge of intimate first-hand experience to give extra dimension to his reporting. One of the most colorful men in the industry, one of the most striking different sounds on the CBS radio network is Lowell Thomas, heard every Monday through Friday evening with his fascinating reporting. Only a network could bring you a Lowell Thomas. Only the CBS radio network does. Remember, the keen mind and formidable experience of this noted world traveler, lecturer, raconteur, and CBS newsman is an exclusive with the affiliated stations of CBS Radio. Monday through Friday evenings, don't miss Lowell Thomas. And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the fatal filet matter.
else her condition was serious. I've been treating him for a couple of years, but I certainly never believed this could happen. What it means is that he bled to death. Is that it, Doctor?
Yes, internal hemorrhage. But of such intensity, I don't understand it. And yet, well, let's face it, Dollar, this sort of thing has happened before.
Has happened before.
Yes.
Doctor, you may be right about that.
Of course I am.
But not in the way you think. I went back to Ray's apartment, let myself in with a key I'd filched out of his pocket, then went over every inch of the place. And I came up with nothing. Nothing, that is, until I went into the kitchen. There I saw for the second time the bag of groceries that his wife had delivered from Baines Market, from which Ray had taken only one thing, so far as I knew. The steak he'd eaten that night. Yeah, and he had eaten every bit of it. I dumped them out on the table, made a list of them. Then I noticed something else on the table. It was a cheap gold-plated cufflink with the initials XD on it. Early the next morning, I talked with Morris Bain, proprietor of the food market.
Insurance investigator?
That's right, Mr. Bain.
Oh, no, George, just call me Morris. That's what my customers do.
Okay, Morris. Well,
Oh, of course. I'll be glad to cooperate, Mr. Dollar, every which way I possibly can.
good. Now, all I want to
Shelf
know...
on the left, Julius, right over the salad dressing. I gotta keep canned snails. I gotta keep for some of my special customers. But how people can eat those, I don't know. Oh, good morning, Mrs. Beckham. It's a lovely morning, isn't it?
Now, Morris...
Oh, yeah, you wanted information.
Yes.
Oh, Mrs. Vandersloot, how are you, huh? How's your nice little doggy this fight? No, get him out of here before he does. No, get outside. Out. Oh, what's your problem with dogs in the store?
Yeah, I'm sure. But now, do you have a customer by the name of Connor?
Mrs. Connolly? Sure, lovely woman. She was in here only the other... Oh, how do you do, Miss Keena? How's my little sweetheart today, huh? We got a special on those fancy
Morris.
canned chestnuts.
Morris,
with nice syrup
listen to
that you
me.
like.
Mrs. Conley was in here when?
The day before yesterday. Well, how's her husband, Mr. Dollar? Is he still suffering from those terrible ulcers?
No, not anymore.
Oh, it's a miracle.
Hardly. The point is, she ordered some stuff from you.
Yeah, that's right. We delivered it, too, day before yesterday.
What? What did she order?
Well, right here in the office, Mr. Dollar, I'll tell you exactly what went over there, but exactly.
Good.
You wanted breakfast cereals, madam, right there in the second aisle. Yeah, you're welcome. Now, right here in this pile of bills is the one, or whatever the... here we are. Mrs. Ray Connolly.
Good. Let me compare it with the list I have.
Sure, there. Julius, take care of Mrs. Freeband there by the cheese. Such a time I have with her help, and such an exclusive clientele you have no idea. Oh, did you find what you're looking for?
Yeah, everything checks, except for one thing, the steak you delivered.
Steak?
That's right, a prime fillet, but it's not on the list.
We don't sell meat.
What?
No, of course not. Sadie, double check that boy order. Somebody made a mistake last week. Wait a minute, that's a good...
You're sure your delivery boy didn't take a steak to the Conley?
How could he? No,
Thanks anyway,
It's us a pleasure anytime.
Be seeing you.
Yes, sure. Sadie, did you deliver the Broomfield order, Xavier? So do it right.
Now we try a different tack. Item 2 or 3, whatever it is, a time for phone call to Dr. Ransom. I suggested he take whatever steps were necessary to make a complete examination of the stomach of the now deceased Ray Conley. Item 4, 85 cents for a cab to the office of Continental Insurance. Ray's secretary had obviously been drunk.
I can't believe it, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, I know, Gracie. Now listen. Did any of the people who've come here to see him ever threaten him?
Threatened?
That's right.
Well, lots of people have threatened lots of things when they didn't feel their claims were met properly, but he was the fairest, the most honest man. When, Mr. Dollar?
Somebody in here yesterday, maybe?
Yes, there was a man in here yesterday who was very angry about something.
Oh?
I could hear him pounding the desk in there and swearing.
Who was he?
I don't know. He must have come back with Mr. Conley after lunch, and I didn't see him leave, but look, he lost a cufflink.
Let me. XD.
What?
Gracie, this is the man I'm looking for. Can you find me a policy with this man's name on it?
Just from these initials with all the policies on file?
Probably a beneficiary whose claim was settled or refused.
Did you say the man, Mr. Dollar?
Yeah, Gracie. The man who murdered your boss.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Be sociable, look smart, keep up to and friends drop in, let your hospitality show you're sociable in the modern manner. Pepsi, you know, is the favorite of the smart and young at heart.
Be sociable, look smart, keep up to date with Pepsi. Drink light, refreshing Pepsi. Stay young and fair and debonair. Be sociable, have a Pepsi.
Have you tried a Pepsi lately?
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account item 5, another dime for another call to Dr. Ransom. Yes, the autopsy had been made. Yes, they had found enough ground glass in the stomach of Ray Conley to kill 3 men. That's why Ray, with his ulcer condition, had gone so fast.
While he was with you, Johnny, the police would like very much to talk to you.
Well, certainly they don't think I did.
Well, of course not. At least,
Yeah? Well?
well, after all, you were within time. We ain't that delayed.
Okay, Doc. I'll get in touch with him. Item 6, 10 cents for another call to Ray's secretary at Continental Insurance.
Yes, Mr. Dollar, I have.
Nice going, Grace. What's his name?
Xavier Donato. The folder was still at Mr. Conley's desk.
Donato. And the address?
13425 Sunset.
Sunset. Got it.
And listen, the reason he was angry with Mr. Conley,
Yeah?
he was named as beneficiary of his father's life insurance policy.
Yeah?
But his father just committed suicide. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Donato couldn't collect.
Yes. I mean, no, he couldn't. So?
Gracie, you're a doll. Item 7, $2.50 for a taxi to the address filed on Sunset Avenue. It turned out to be an old ramshackle rooming house in a pretty lousy neighborhood.
Sure, look for yourself, but I tell you, he ain't here anymore.
When did he leave?
Yesterday morning, bag and baggage. There you are, see for yourself. Now don't tell me he's still living here.
Can't say that I blame him.
What's that?
Have you any idea where he might have gone?
If I did, I'd send the cops to get the rent he owes me.
Cops will want him for a lot more than your rent, lady.
Yeah? What's more than that?
Murder. Item 8, another phone call to police headquarters. I talked with Sergeant Jimmy Maxwell in homicide. Only I listened more than I talked.
Cufflinks, huh? With the initials XD on them?
That's right.
What's the idea of not telling us before? As if you didn't know it, that's withholding evidence. And in a murder kit. Hey, look, that's another thing, Dollar. If you suspected murder, why didn't you call us in instead of having that doctor order the autopsy? You trying to hide something?
Are you kidding?
Where are you, anyway? We've been combing the city for you. As if you didn't know, you got a little explaining to do
Hey,
down
look.
here. Hey, listen, who do those initials XD stand for?
Well, if you let me get a word in edgewise, I might tell you.
Well,
The D stands for Donato. The X for Xavier.
Xavier. What kind of a name is that?
Xavier, if you want to say it that way.
Well, that's a rare one. You got his address?
He just left the place where he was living, so he's probably 1,000 miles away from it. Xavier?
Huh?
Of course, right under my nose.
What? Johnny?
Maybe I should have told him more, everything I knew. But I didn't want to have to wait for the police or anybody else. Ray had been a friend of mine. To bring his killer to justice was all I cared about. As for that name, Xavier, of course I'd heard it. Only a few hours before. And for some stupid reason, it had never occurred to me that it began with the letter X. Item 9, $1.50 for another taxi. This time to the... Yeah, you guessed it. Excuse me, please.
Junior.
Pardon me, will you please,
So
Randolph?
I gotta tell you, you pack the vegetables on top.
Morris.
What's on the bottom, huh?
Morris, come over here.
Mr. Dollar. Back so soon
Now
already?
listen, when I left you early this morning,
Yeah?
just as I was leaving, I heard you call somebody by the name of Xavier.
Yeah, you mean that slowpoke, huh? That dumb, stupid.
All right, is he still here? What's his last name?
His last name?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, his last name, it's... Sadie, how many times I gotta tell you when a customer's got a complaint?
Well, this one has.
You what? No.
Xavier.
Mr. Dollar.
Xavier. Xavier Donato.
You, looking for me, mister?
You're Xavier Donato?
Yeah. What do you want?
I just want to show you a couple of cufflinks. Here. Are these yours?
Yeah, mine.
And don't try to pull a gun.
Me? I got no gun, mister.
I found one of these in Ray Conley's office.
Sure. I got mad. I slam bang on the desk at him.
I found the other one at his apartment, where you delivered that steak to him. That steak full of ground glass. Where'd you get that steak?
Wilson's Prime Market along the way to his place.
Then you put in the glass and took it up to him.
Yeah. That was pretty good, huh? Say, you from the cops?
You expecting the cops?
I don't know.
But you didn't run. You didn't leave town.
Sure, because I'm smart. You leave town, they know you done it. They chase you, they catch you. Honest, I didn't know it was going to kill him.
You know it now.
But I had to get even. You know, because he wouldn't give me that insurance because my old man killed himself. So did my grandpapa and his old man. Just because they didn't get something they want.
You mean they all committed suicide?
Sure. Because it was all, you know, off in the head. But not me. You understand? Because I'm smart. Somebody does something against me, like that insurance, well, I get even with them. You understand? I don't go kill myself, I get even with them. And you think they're gonna find out? No. You think they're ever gonna catch me?
What do you think?
Oh. You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Gee. I guess you're even smarter than I am, mister.
Come on, Savior. Prison? I doubt it. Not with a family history like that. But there are institutions for his kind. I'm sure he'll spend the rest of his life in one of them. And maybe, by studying his case, the doctors, the psychologists can learn more about helping such people before they go off the deep end. Expense account? Forget it. Ray Conley was my friend. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment. A good college education has a lot to do with your future. Whether you're a student, a parent, a college alumnus, a prospective employer, or just an average citizen, you have a stake in the future health of our colleges. The future security and well-being of our nation depends on them. Now is the time to help by contributing to the college of your choice. Just as our elementary and high schools have become overcrowded, so now our colleges are threatened by the increased school population. Funds must be forthcoming now to expand college facilities and hire more professors. Otherwise, our colleges will be unable to handle the millions of future students seeking entrance. If we are to keep pace with the Russians in scientific developments, if we're to improve our standard of living and maintain our free way of life, we must have greater college facilities and have them now. For more information, write for a free explanatory booklet to Higher Education, Box 36, Times Square Station, New York 36. Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a pair of twins. And believe me, they bring me a double dose of trouble. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, D.J. Thompson, Jack Edwards, Marvin Miller, Larry Dobkin, Harry Bartell, and Frank Gerstle. This is Dan Cubberly speaking.
You're a detective sergeant. You're assigned to robbery detail. 3 hold-up men have robbed and beaten 2 supermarket operators in your city. You've got a good description of the thieves. Your job, get them.
It was Tuesday, November 3rd. It was cold in Los Angeles. We were working the day watch out of robbery detail. My partner's Frank Smith. The boss is Chief of Detective Stab Brown. My name's Spidey. We'd gotten a hotshot call about a robbery, and it was 9:46 a.m. when we got to the corner of Lockwood and Barton Avenues. The Lockton Market.
Officer back there.
Yeah. Friday and Smith, Central Robbery.
Oh, yeah, I'm Jackson, Unit 387.
You answered the call?
Yeah, we got here a couple of minutes ago.
Where's the victim?
Back room there. He's pretty bad off. Ambulance attendant's with him now.
Mm-hmm.
My partner's checking the neighborhood. If there's nothing you need me for, I'll give him a hand.
Yeah, make a 211 report before you leave, will you?
Right.
Thank you.
Looks like there was quite a fight.
Yeah, stuff all over the place. Come on.
What do you got in that bottle? It sure stinks. Yeah, you got to clean up these cuts. So try to hold still, huh?
Ow!
Hey, take it easy, huh?
Yeah, something you want?
We're out of Central Robbery. Is this the victim?
Yeah, a couple of cuts, nothing serious. Tell him about Andy. He's the one who really got it.
Who's Andy?
The other clerk. Pretty rough. Looks like it might be a fractured jaw. He's in the truck now. Now, let me get this tape on you now, huh?
Ow!
That should do it. Might be a good idea if you saw your doctor.
Yeah, what about Andy?
We're going to take him down to Georgia Street Receiving. You going to call me and let me know about him? It might be better if you called them. Yeah, okay. I see you guys, huh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Boy, that one guy really clouded me. Hurts.
Mm-hmm. When did you feel up to telling us what happened here?
It's three of them. Three. Came in and held up the place. Clouded me and Andy. Sure hope he's going to be all right.
What's your name, sir?
Cliff Hall.
You own the store, do you?
No, me and Andy run it, though. We'd like to buy it.
What time did these men come in?
Must have been around 9:30, around in there.
Did you give the officers who answered the call a description of the men?
Yeah, it was the first thing they asked me.
Go ahead, please.
I was getting the money ready for the bank deposit. Andy was back here stacking bottle cases. These three guys came in. First off, I thought they were customers.
Yeah.
A couple of them walked the back of the place. I thought they were picking out stuff. The other one kind of stood around by the cash register where I was.
Go ahead.
Well, after he was there for a minute and I see the other two aren't picking up nothing, I asked him if there was something I could get for him. That's when he pulled out a gun.
What about the other two?
Oh, it worked like they had some kind of signal. As soon as the one in front pulled his gun, the other two did too. The fellow asked me to put all the money in a paper bag. Got the bag from up in front there. Took it right out of the stack and handed it to me. Said for me to put the dough in it.
You recall his exact words?
What?
The way he said it, the words he used. You recall them?
Let me see. I think it was, put all the dough in this bag. Don't say anything. Just do as I say. That was the way he said.
What'd you do then?
Like he said. He had that gun pointed right at me. I could see the other two guys. I wasn't going to do anything but what he told me. I put the money in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they'd leave the place, but that's when Andy came out. I guess he wondered what the other two were after. See, from where he was, he couldn't see the guns.
Well.
He walked out to him, asked if there was anything special they were looking for.
Mm-hmm. What happened then?
Well, then he saw what was happening. Saw the guns, and he tried to throw the guys out. I don't know why he did it. Andy's like that. He gets an idea in his head, and there isn't anything that'll shake it loose. He tied into those two guys, almost had him whipped, too, even with the guns. The guy that was with me saw what was going on, yelled back at him, told him not to shoot. He ran back and laid his gun alongside Andy's head. Oh, clouded him right along in here.
Mm-hmm.
Andy dropped like a sack of potatoes, and the three guys ran out of the store.
How much money did they get, you know?
I hadn't finished up with a bank statement yet. I'd just be guessing, but I'd say about $8,000. Might run to 8.5, but that's about it.
I see. Now, if you could just give us a description of the men. All three of them? If you could, yeah.
The one who was with me must have been about 5'11", kind of dark complected, had straight black hair.
What color were his eyes?
Brown.
You have any marks or scars you could see?
No.
Clean shaven?
Yeah, I had a real dark beard. Looked kind of like he had some kind of talcum powder on.
Do you remember how he was dressed?
Let's see. A dark blue suit, gray top coat, gray hat.
Was he wearing a tie, do you know?
Yeah, a gray tie with maroon stripes. You know, kind of diagonal, a thin tie.
Anything unusual about him? Make it easier for us to identify?
No, I don't think so.
How about the gun he was carrying? What kind was it?
I couldn't see the name.
No, sir, I mean, was it an automatic or revolver?
Oh, an automatic. Looked like a big caliber, I'd say 45. One of the other fellas had a revolver, but the guy with me and the small one had automatics.
You know if they drove a car?
Well, if they did, I didn't see it. Might have had it parked right out in front for all I know. I told you I was busy when they came in. When they left, I was too worried about Andy to pay any attention to him. The way they hit him, a terrible thing, right along here. Oh, excuse me a minute. I got some aspirin here in the drawer.
Yes, sir.
Sure hope Andy's gonna be all right. We've been together a long time. Can't get over that little guy, the one who hit me. I should have taken him. The big one, he's tough looking, a real fighter.
Well, this isn't gonna help much.
Huh?
He's gonna lose this one. We got the descriptions of the other two men, and a supplementary local broadcast was gotten out. The two officers who'd answered the call found a woman in the neighborhood who'd seen three men leave the vicinity immediately said that she was parked in a car half a block from the store on the same side of the street. She explained that about 9:20 a.m. a car had pulled into a parking place in front of her. She'd seen 3 men leave the car and walk down the sidewalk in the direction of the Lockton Market. About 10 minutes later, the men came back to the car. They appeared to be in a hurry. One of the men was upset and arguing with the other 2. She told the officers that they'd gotten into the car and driven off toward Hollywood Boulevard. We asked her to describe the 3 men. The description she gave us matched the one we'd gotten of the thieves. She gave us a description of the car, and another supplementary broadcast was put out. We asked her to come down to City Hall to go through the mud books to see if she could give us a positive identification. The report from Georgia Street Receiving Hospital indicated that the victim of the slugging, Andrew Rich, was suffering from a fractured jaw and a concussion. He was given emergency treatment and removed to the county hospital. The crime lab crew came out and they went over the store for physical evidence. They were able to lift 3 partial fingerprints from the counter next to the cash register. Dean Bergman and Leighton Prince explained that the partials were not enough for identification, but that if we apprehended the holdup men, he'd be able to tell us if they'd left the impressions. 10:27 a.m. We took the victim Clifford Hall and the woman who'd seen the car to the mug room. They went through the mug book, but they were unable to come up with an identification. We had the stats office make a run on the M.O. They came back with a list of 17 names of men who at one time or another had used the same method of operation. The list was split. The sergeants Meade and Leitner worked with us in checking the names out. Thursday, 3:48 p.m. Frank and I got to the 6th name on our list.
Jerry Evanston, that right?
Yeah.
Sure dark in this hall. He ought to wash the windows, let some light in.
Oh yeah.
Might not be in.
We'll try it again. Now let's talk to manager.
Yeah.
Yeah? Who is it?
Manager, we want to see you a minute.
Just a minute. What do you want? Sleep?
Come on, Emerson, open up.
Yeah, we can get out of here.
Police officer. Come on. Joe. All right, come on, Emerson, get up.
What are you doing, clean? Look, you got no right to come busting in here like this.
Yeah, you're so clean. What are you putting that trouble for?
I got scared, that's all. I just got scared. How'd you feel if somebody woke you up and then shoves their way into your room? You ain't gonna stand around and just let them do it.
Hey, clean, Joe.
I told you that. Oh, I got no trouble. I don't want none. You check with Galloway. He'll tell you. I'm home every night at 9 o'clock. Every night.
Where were you this morning?
Huh?
This morning, where were you?
What time?
You just tell us what you did, starting when you got up.
I was up all night. I got a virus or something. I couldn't sleep. Take a look there in the dresser. You can see the stuff I've been taking. I haven't been out of this room, not for a couple of days.
Can you prove that?
Why?
Can you?
No, there wasn't anybody here.
You get any phone calls?
No. I don't know what this is all about, but you guys are leaning on me for nothing. Now, you talk to Galloway. He'll tell you I've been working. Well, look here, I'll show you.
Where you going?
I just want to show you something I got in the drawer.
Well, you stay right there. I'll get it for you.
Okay, I got nothing to hide. Take a look in the top drawer there, left-hand side.
Yeah. Reads what you mean?
Yeah, that's it. I'll take the rubber band off and look. You'll see I'm telling you the truth. Hey, you see? It's all the check receipts I've gotten from where I work. You look at them. I'm working every day, and I'm home at night, 9 o'clock every night.
How about it, Joe?
Yeah.
Now, you see?
You haven't been out of this room all day, huh?
Not a minute. Now, come on, what's all this about anyway? What are you guys after?
I figured maybe you could tell us.
Yeah? Well, I'm sorry. Without you telling me what you want, there's nothing I can give you.
You see any of the boys anymore?
You mean the fellas I knew before I fell?
That's right.
Not if I can help it. I'm trying to stay away from them.
See any of them lately?
Yeah. Saw Alex a couple of days ago.
Alex?
Yeah. Alex Finley. I knew him when I was up in Q. He came in where I was working.
Did you talk to him at all?
I just said hello. Passed a couple of minutes talking about some of the guys we knew.
Seeing the rackets now?
I don't know.
Is he on parole?
Yeah, I think so.
Did he give you anything?
Oh, a couple of rumbles, but if I turn them over to you, I don't want a credit for them. You don't know where you got them.
All right.
Alex tells me there's a gang that's going to start working here in town, market jobs.
How many men?
Well, from what Alex says, there's 4, all heavy guys.
Finley with him?
No, I don't think so. He told it to me that he just heard it.
Did he say anything about who the 4 men are?
No, I don't think he knew. He just said they were heavy and they were starting to work.
You know where we can get in touch with Alex?
No. Well, you might check with Galloway at the parole office. He might have it.
Yeah, we will.
No, I'll probably see him again. I'll try to get the information if I can. Well, what is it you want to know? Who the guys are?
That's right.
Okay. Now, like I told you, though, I don't want any credit for it. I'm in real trouble if it gets around that I'm playing footsie with you.
Yeah, sure.
I'll try to find out when they're going to start working, too.
Well, don't you worry about that.
Huh?
We already know that. 4:10 p.m., we got in touch with Fred Galloway at the state adult parole offices, and we checked on Jerry Evanston. From what the record showed, the story Evanston had told us was true. His parole officer had reported him working and apparently living up to the conditions of his release. We left him one of our cards and asked him to call us in the event he heard from Alex Finley. 4:21 p.m., we checked back into the office and we met with Sergeants Meade and Leitner. They told us that they checked out the names on their half of the list without result. We sent a teletype up to George Brereton, CII, Sacramento, giving him the description of the holdup men and listing the MO that they'd used. We asked him to run the information through their files and forward any information they came up with. 5:19 p.m. We went out to get something to eat, and then we checked back into the office.
Good dinner, huh, Joe?
Yeah, never saw a guy could eat so many enchiladas as you.
Yeah, I can't help it. Get started on them, can't seem to stop.
Yeah.
You got any soda in your locker?
You got trouble again?
You know I always do when we have enchiladas.
You ought to remember that when you order a half a dozen.
I suppose so.
Oh, I get it. Robbery Friday, yep. When was that? They're pretty sure, are they? Has the lab been called yet? Yep. Okay. Right, thanks. Oh, that's a break.
Yeah?
They just found the getaway car. 6:47 p.m. We left the office and drove out to where the car had been found. It was parked on Lockwood Avenue, 5 blocks from the market that had been robbed. The radio car officer spotted it and called the office immediately when they saw a brown paper bag in the back seat bearing the printed name, Lockton Market. The crew from Leighton Prince came out and went over the car. They were able to come up with a single print from a man's index finger. Bergman compared it with the partials found at the market. They matched. We checked the white slip in the car and found that the vehicle was stolen. The report on it had been filed at 10:37 a.m. that morning. We talked with the people in the immediate vicinity, but none of them were able to tell us anything about the people who parked the car. However, we did come up with an elderly man who told us that he'd seen 3 men get into another car at about 9:45 that morning. He said that he remembered it because the driver of the car had pulled into a parking space and stopped the motor. Another automobile had parked directly in front of the car, and the driver of the first machine had moved so that there was no one in front of him. The man went on to say that a few minutes after the driver pulled into the second parking place, 3 men had come around the corner, gotten into the car, and the 4 of them had driven off. The witness was unable to give us a description of the car other than to say that it was a late model Plymouth or Ford. The only description he could give us of the men was that one of them was large and was wearing a gray topcoat and a hat, and that one of them was small. 8:40 p.m. Frank and I went back to the office and checked out for the night. The following morning at 8:02 a.m., I checked back in for work.
Hi, Joe.
Good morning. Kind of cold out.
Yeah.
You look happy this morning.
I didn't sleep a wink last night, Joe, not a wink.
What's the matter?
Stomach. Next time I even think about eating enchiladas, stop me, will you, Joe?
Yeah, sure. Any mail come in?
I don't know, I just got in.
There's an ad here from that store over on West 6th. They're having their annual sale.
Yeah? I want to try to get over there. I'd like to get me a new suit for Christmas.
There's a special delivery from Brereton. Probably those mugs we asked for, I'll see. Yeah, there's 6 of them. You want to get in touch with Cliff Hall and drive over and have him take a look at them?
Yeah. You got any other pictures?
Yeah, we can mix them up.
I'll call Hall.
Okay.
I sure hope we get an ident. We haven't got much to go on.
Well, there's got to be a break someplace. We got to find it.
From what Finley said about the gang starting up an operation, doesn't sound like just one job.
No.
They start on a string, they can do a lot of damage.
No, it doesn't give us much choice, does it?
No.
We got to get to them. 8:27 a.m. Frank and I left the office and drove over to talk to the victim, Cliff Hall. We showed him the mug shots George Brereton had sent us. He picked one out and said that he was positive that the man in the picture was the one who'd held him up. The name on the mug shot was Harold Bishop. According to the record Brereton had sent us, Bishop had been convicted twice on violation of 211 PC, armed robbery. 9:20 a.m. We drove over to the county hospital and showed the pictures to the other victim, Andrew Rich. He picked the mug shot of Bishop as the suspect who'd robbed and beaten him. The notation on Bishop's picture gave us the information that he was on parole at the time. We returned to the office and put in a call to Fred Galloway at the state adult parole office. Yeah, Fred, this is Joe Friday. Yeah, fine. We'd like some information on a Harold Bishop. San Francisco number 82609. 26, that's right. Male, white, Caucasian. We got a mug from Brereton. No, he says he's on parole. Yeah, if you will. Thanks a lot. He's checking the master file now.
Meade and Leitner are standing by if we need him.
When we get this address, we're gonna have to move fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fred. When was that? Well, how's his report there? I see. No, I don't know. Yeah, I suppose. Right, Fred. Thank you. Well, you can tell him even lightly to relax. Bishop's got an out-of-state parole. He's living over in Phoenix.
Well, he still could be getting into California.
No, not likely.
Huh?
Fred checked with his parole officer.
Yeah.
He's got a job, and he's been reporting to his parole officer every month. We asked Fred Galloway at the state parole office to contact Bishop's parole officer in Phoenix and check him closely. The report came back that the suspect had a job with a small contractor and that he'd been working regularly. He'd also been giving monthly reports to his officer. We'd had a suspect identified by two of his victims, and yet if the information we'd gotten was correct, it would have been a physical impossibility for him to have committed the robbery. We got a copy of his jacket and looked over his past record. We found that Bishop had been arrested for armed robbery the first time 18 years previously. He'd been brought to trial and acquitted. The next arrest was 10 months after his trial. He'd been convicted and served 6 years at San Quentin. He'd been released, and within 6 months, Bishop had been picked up again. This time he was sent to Folsom Penitentiary. While he was there, he appeared to be a model prisoner, and after serving 4.5 years, he'd been placed on parole. After leaving the prison, he'd requested and had been granted an out-of-state leave. In checking Bishop's M.O., we found that it matched exactly that of the thieves who'd held up the Lockton market. The time of approach was the same, the number of men used was the same, the method of leaving the scene was exact. We had a suspect, and yet he couldn't have committed the crime. 3 weeks passed. On Saturday, November 26th, the thieves hit again. In checking with the victims, they identified the mugshot of Bishop. We put in a long-distance call to the Phoenix Police Department and asked them to check on the suspect. We got word back that he was in their city. They told us that he wasn't at work due to a virus infection. They went on to say that they checked with his landlady and that she told them that Bishop hadn't left his apartment at all on the day of the theft. Monday, November 28th, we got our first break in the case.
I'll get it. Robert Smith. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jerry. Uh-huh. You sure about that? Where? Uh-huh. How about the rest of them? Yeah, just a minute. Toss me that pad, will you?
Yeah, here you go.
Okay, Jerry, go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. How do you spell that? L-A? L-E-A-H-Y? Uh-huh, I got it. Mm-hmm. You know the address? Yeah. Okay, thanks, Jerry. We'll get in touch with you. Right. Jerry Evans, remember the guy we talked to over on South 7th?
Yeah.
Well, the way he tells it, we aren't too far off.
What do you mean?
He saw Bishop in town last Saturday.
We put in a call and we found that there were 2 major airlines with flights to Phoenix. The flight time they listed was 1 hour and 35 minutes by air. If Bishop caught the last flight leaving Phoenix, he could arrive in Los Angeles at 11:20 p.m., the night before he planned to commit a robbery. The next day after the holdup, he could catch a plane from the Los Angeles International Airport that would have him back in Phoenix at 8:25 p.m. By doing this, he would be absent from his work only 1 day, and he could schedule his flight so as not to hit on the days when he had an interview with his parole officer. Tuesday, November 29th, a meeting was held in Chief Thad Brown's office. It was decided to put a special stakeout on the airport and wait for the suspect to come into town. At that time, he'd be followed and taken into custody as he prepared to commit another robbery. The names of the 3 other men Jerry Evanson had given Frank as having been involved in the holdup had been checked through R&I. All 3 of them had arrest records. Surveillances were placed on their homes and they were kept under constant watch. Monday, December 12th, 11:15 p.m. Frank and I relieved the stakeout at the airport.
There's a bench over there. We can keep all the gates with you.
Yeah.
Wonder when he's going to hit again.
I don't know. The last couple of weeks has sure dragged by, haven't it?
Yeah. Anything on the other 3 guys?
Well, I talked to Pinky Mead this morning. He and Lightner are staked out at Lay's apartment.
How they doing?
Nothing. Parked the car down the street. From what they say, Lay's like a clock. He comes in at 5 a.m., leaves at 9 p.m. every day. Got a cigarette?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Joe.
Yeah. Let's let him get outside.
Yeah. Wonder if he's got any luggage.
If they bring it up outside, we can wait for him there. Right, come on.
You see him?
Yeah, there he is. Getting into that cab. Come on. Frank and I got in our car and followed the cab taken by the suspect. We followed him out of the airport grounds and then up La Brea Avenue. The cab turned right on Washington Boulevard and headed for downtown Los Angeles. We pulled up to a stoplight.
Still got him?
Yeah, he's still up ahead, in front of that blue Mercury. See him?
Yeah. You got the number of the cab?
Mm-hmm. 2974.
There's the light.
Right, let's go. Better try to pick it up a little, Frank. Cab pulling away from us.
Yeah. Think he'd seen us?
No. Can't you close in a little?
Traffic's too heavy. Can't use a siren, we'll trip him.
Yeah.
Still see him?
Yeah. There's a break. Guy ahead's making a right turn. Now we're right behind the cab.
Yeah. I'll close in now.
Good. Watch it, Frank. That guy pulling out of the alley. Hold on. As we drove down the street after the stoplight had changed, the car had failed to make a boulevard stop coming out of an alley, and we hit it broadside. The damage done to both cars was considerable, and we'd lost our suspect. Frank got to a phone and called the office. He gave them the number of the cab that Bishop was in and asked for a traffic investigation car. The office started a search for the missing suspect. Lieutenant Jack Myers told us to proceed to the apartment of Tom Leahy to wait for further development. In the meantime, a citywide broadcast went out carrying the description of Bishop and the other 3 men involved in the theft. Frank and I arrived at the apartment and we relieved Meade and Leitner. We had the manager of the place let us into Leahy's room. We waited. 1:30 a.m., 2:30, 4 o'clock, 5:30 a.m. Frank and I had been on duty for over 21 hours. At 5:45, the phone in the apartment rang once and then it quit. That was the arranged signal between us and the office. Frank put in the call. Lieutenant Myers told us that officers Max Herman and Ed Benson were on the way out to relieve us. 15 minutes later, we heard somebody in the hall.
Yeah.
Probably Benson and Herman.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
Watch it, Joe. Give it up, Bishop. You all right, Joe?
Yeah, come on.
He's going upstairs.
Making for the roof. Come on.
See him?
No. You want to take that side?
Right.
Watch.
Behind the elevator shaft, Joe.
Yeah, I see him.
Get away from the top.
You're in trouble, Bishop. Don't build any more for yourself.
I got enough to lose. They tell me again, I'll be up at the joint for life. Those Oscar Mornington you.
There's no way off this roof, Bishop. Throw that gun out here and you follow it.
You're out of your mind, cop.
Give it up, Bishop. Now, come on, throw that gun out.
I'm going out, cop. Try to stop me, I'll blow your head off. You all right, Joe?
Yeah.
How is he?
Now I better call an ambulance.
Yeah. What's that fill out of his pocket?
I don't know. Something they'll never use.
Yeah.
Airplane ticket to Phoenix.
Albert Martin Kruger, Harold Nelson Bishop, Thomas Nagel Leahy, and Charles Everett Lee were taken into custody and brought to trial for 2 counts of robbery in the first degree. They were convicted and received sentence as prescribed by law. Robbery in the first degree is punishable by imprisonment in the state penitentiary for a period of not less than 5 years. Because of his previous record, Thomas Nagel Leahy was given the maximum sentence and is now serving life imprisonment in the state penitentiary, Folsom, California.
Dragnet is a presentation of the United States Armed Forces Radio Service.
My name's Regan. I work for Anthony J. Lyon, Detective Bureau. They call me the Lion's Eye.
Sunday at 8:30, and CBS brings you Jeff Regan, Investigator, starring Frank Graham as Regan, with Frank Nelson as Anthony J. Lyon. So stand by for mystery and suspense and adventure in tonight's transcribed story, No Sad Clowns for Me.
There was a tall clown and a short clown juggling this one, plus a sleek but overaged destroyer named Ruth that wore tights and trained tigers. All parts of a big circus playing a small town of 649 people. And somewhere along the midway, a joker wanted to cut me down to size. 6-foot box size. I wasn't thinking about the circus when I went to the Detective Bureau Wednesday morning, but my boss was. The Lion was up to his knuckles in...
Green, my boy. I've just about decided to have our whole office done over in green.
Why the sea of $1 bills?
A client, my boy, with payment in advance.
Those bills look like they've been papered in a rat's nest.
They're all in pieces, my boy, but they're good.
You'd know.
Of course. You notice when I hold this one against this 300-watt light, the paper's made with silk threads. Fitting the torn bills together, they come to $67, Jeffrey.
And the client is...
See this canvas bag?
Bottle top?
It's full of nickels, dimes, and quarters, Jeffrey. With the $1 bills, it makes a very nice retainer of $75.
For which we do what?
Nothing.
Oh, wait a minute, Fatso. You mean a client walked in here, laid down $75 to hire us to do nothing?
Exactly.
Duck, there's a curve on this pitch.
No, my boy. The whole thing's perfectly legitimate. Our client walked in about an hour ago.
Description?
Well, he was a tall man, eccentric.
Go on.
45 or 50 years old, long, pale, stringy, yellowish hair, like an actor, and oddly dressed.
This keeps getting better.
Well, he had on a single-breasted pinstripe suit and tennis sneakers, a rope for a belt.
Does he fly?
What? No. Anyway, Jeffrey, he put the money down. He saw I was worried about the small denominations, and then he said, "It's not brass." Just like that.
It's not brass.
Circus expression, my boy. Then he leaned right over this desk and said slowly, showing his big teeth, Jeffrey, "When a little old man named Crackley comes in, don't take his cake."
And you went for that?
Of course. We do nothing, no trouble at all.
Lion, it could be we're in trouble. Give me our client's name and address and the retainer. I'll take it back.
Well, unfortunately...
Don't tell me. You didn't get the name and address.
Well, you see, my boy, he was in a great hurry.
You gave him a receipt for the 75?
Oh, of course. Everything very businesslike.
That ties us into the case, but good. Now, no matter what happens, we're mixed up in it.
You're borrowing trouble.
We bought it.
Oh, relax, my boy.
We gotta get that receipt.
Forget it. Just be grateful.
Okay, Lion. But if Crackley shows up, be careful. I turned and started for the door. Our new client was a crank. We'd have to be more than careful. But I couldn't dump the trouble into the Lion's lap. I slammed the door on my way out. The noise made a little old guy jump. He was standing in the hall, just outside our door. It wasn't hard to figure who he was. Crackley?
You know my name?
Well, I do now. You're on your way into the Lion Detective Bureau.
Yes.
I'm Regan.
Lion's Eye?
That's what they call me.
You're the man I came here to see. You were highly recommended.
I'd like to talk to you, Crackley. I know a place they'll let us sit down for 50 cents.
Yeah, I could use a drink.
I thought maybe. We went to Dugan's bar. Crackley was a little guy, but smart, almost sharp. He had an outdoor face, tanned, with deep wrinkles like closed eyes in his forehead. Like he had a lot on his mind, and he wanted to talk.
I'm the owner of a circus, Mr. Regan.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, you don't understand. I don't know if you can imagine the responsibilities of a circus owner. To his employees, I mean. They're all specialists. And if we were to close up and go out of business, well, there'd be no place for them to go.
Except another circus.
Oh, circus business has fallen off since the war years, Mr. Regan.
Oh, I hadn't heard.
Business is terrible.
Oh, sure.
Another drink, gentlemen?
No, thanks.
No, I don't.
Now, why did you come to the Lion Detective Bureau?
I want you to find a man named Bliss.
Why?
Well, Bliss has been investing in my circus.
Putting money into a losing proposition?
Oh, it's not unusual. People that love the circus, especially wealthy people, enjoy putting their money into things that give them pleasure.
Bliss is missing?
Oh, for the last 3 weeks.
And the money has stopped coming into the circus?
Well, yes, Mr. Egan.
When did you last see Bliss?
The fact is, I've never seen Bliss.
But he puts money into your circus?
Through his lawyer. Right now we're playing Bliss's hometown. I'd hope to meet him in person.
What would you say, Mr. Crackley, if I told you a strange man came into our bureau this morning and paid us not to take your case?
Why, someone's following me?
Well, I don't know, but... Yeah, Mr. Crackley, someone's following you.
Mr. Egan, what are you looking at?
You mean, what is it looking at us?
But where?
Stay put, I'll be right back. I ran to the window. The face that had been peering in at us whipped out of sight. A couple of winos in Dugan's door cost me 2 or 3 seconds getting out, and that was enough. When I got to the street, it was empty. The man with the long, stringy, yellowish hair who'd been watching us was gone. I went back into the bar. That's when I got a second surprise. Crackley was gone, too. quick call to Billboard gave me what I needed. The Crackley Great Combined Circus was playing a town of 650 people. A place called Crossroads in the foothills, about a 2-hour drive from L.A. The crank with the yellow hair on the rope belt was somehow tied up with that Crackley circus. Yellow hair had the Lion's signed receipt. I had to get it back. So I got into my car and headed for Crossroads. And when I got there, funny thing, the town was deserted. But the circus midway was jammed. It looked like Crossroads' whole 649 population was at that circus.
Hot dogs, hot puppies, they're delicious, they're nutritious. Step up and get one.
How much?
Eh?
A hot dog, how much?
Oh, yeah, hot dog. Hey, you mean you're going to buy one?
Why not?
Nobody buys nothing in this cheap burg.
Business looks pretty good to me. Everybody in town here at the circus.
Don't cost them nothing.
Oh, no?
Old Crackley's putting on a show for nothing. Making it look good for Bliss, his silent partner.
The show's papered then. Annie Oakley's for free, huh?
Say, you Bliss?
And if I am?
I ain't said nothing.
Yeah. How much for the hot dog?
2 bits.
I paid for the hot dog, walked along the midway asking questions wherever I could get an answer. It was like the dog peddler had said. Crackley had papered the house, bought tickets for everyone in town to guarantee business. We weren't supposed to take the case, but the situation was interesting, and I got to wondering about Bliss, how he fitted in. But then I remembered I was here to get our receipt back, so I bypassed the midway, walked around the performance tents. No gaudy signs here, no freak shows, palmists or ballet. And I found a woman. Or rather, she found me.
Regan?
Nice to be known.
This is my tent, Mr. Regan. Please come in.
She was tall, slim. You could spend time watching her. Young, but not too young. Her hair was long and black, almost to the roots. Her face was firm, beautiful, but her eyes had already been there and back. Then we were in her tent, nobody around except the tigers just outside. She got nearer, and I could see more.
Regan,
Nice tent.
I got a message.
Uh-huh.
Go home.
That's your message?
Go back to L.A., Crackley says.
You a friend of Crackley's?
He saw you on the midway. He said, that's Regan. That's the Lion's Eye from L.A. that ought to go home.
You sure it wasn't Bliss?
You know Bliss?
Oh, yeah, a very close personal friend of mine.
You're clever, Regan.
It's my business.
Make sure your business doesn't get you into trouble.
Hey, that tiger's close.
Yeah, I work the big cats. They hate me and I hate them. I like them kept near me. Gives me a chance to whip them through the bars whenever I'm feeling blue.
Lady.
Yeah?
What's your name?
I got a surprise for you, Mr. Regan.
I've had lots today.
My name's Crackley.
You're married to old Crackley, the circus owner?
I married his son, Mr. Regan.
His son?
Yeah, George Crackley. The little runt that's standing in back of you.
I turned. George was there, all right. And he was little, maybe 4 feet 10 inches tall, wearing a clown suit. His face was in queer makeup, chalk white, bruised blue. He was supposed to look like a sad clown. And he was.
What are you doing around here?
Looking for a man.
She look like a man?
No.
You're after my wife, too. You were standing real close.
Guys fall in love with me, Regan. My husband's a poor sport about it.
Well, make sure you don't wake up dead, mister. Make sure you don't get dropped on.
I'll be real careful.
George, if you don't get out of here,
Ruth, don't you think it's time you were getting into your costume? The walk-around will begin in 4 or 5 minutes.
A tall clown filled the opening to the tent. When he spoke, Ruth began fumbling with the costume. Little George looked like he was going to cry, then walked out of the tent without a word. Ruth followed him. And I was left alone with a tall clown in makeup, with a red watermelon mouth and cold blue eyes.
I hated to interrupt, Mr. Regan, but Ruth must dress for the walk-around, as we of the circus call our opening parade.
You seem to have an effect on George, too.
Oh, George and I are partners. He's the sad, bruised clown, and I am the cruel clown. I frighten him, maul him, beat and bruise him with various objects. It amuses people.
Naturally.
We're all sadists at heart.
Maybe you can help me.
I'll try.
I'm looking for a tall, eccentric man. Wears tennis shoes, rope for a belt. Has long, stringy, yellowish hair, you know? You said, do you know him?
Of course. That would be Mr. Bliss.
Where can I find him?
As a matter of fact, Mr. Regan, I have a message from Mr. Bliss. He wants to see you.
Oh? Who will I say sent me?
Just the cruel clown. He'll know who you mean.
Where do I meet Bliss?
At his home. I'll tell you how to get there.
He did. I got into my car and started the drive to his shack. I'd meet him on his own terms at his place. It was a 15-minute drive, most of the way up a side road. I was almost there when a car pulled up the side road behind me, coming up fast, its headlights growing in my rearview mirror. I pulled over to let the speedball pass. He began to cut in on me. The trailer he had hitched on sideswiped me. I felt myself go against the steering post. Then I didn't feel anything for a long time. I'd been thrown clear of my car. When I came to, there was a huge man standing over me, black in the moonlight. My gun was gone. My hand caught at a club, and then I saw it wasn't a club, but a small, very small chair arm. Must have fallen from the trailer. The trailer was gone. The man started moving in.
Well, sweetheart.
Stand back.
Coming to, sweetheart?
Get back.
I got your gun, baby. I'm Logan, chief of police at Crossroads. Maybe I ought to take you into custody for reckless driving.
Logan, I'm a private detective from Los Angeles.
Well, why don't you get up from the ground and tell me about it? Here.
Yeah, thanks. Somebody ran me off the road on purpose. And I think I know who.
That's so, sweetheart?
That's not all. There's something phony about that circus play in your town.
Ain't no circus around here.
You're real funny.
Fact is, I'll make you a bet, baby. You can't show me no circus around these parts.
You seem sure of that.
Give you 20 to 1.
Let's go take a look.
All right.
We drove in his car to the circus lot. When we got there, we saw the lot was full of color. All of it moonlight. Vacant. Not a candy wrapper. The crackly great combined circus was gone. As though it had never existed.
This is CBS, and you are listening to No Sad Clowns for Me, tonight's adventure with Jeff Regan, investigator.
It started bad, and it got worse. The lion had us balled up in it like a cat in a fish line before I even heard of the case. Then I took over. I did fine. Trying to get our receipt for $75 back, I got myself run off the road near the town of Crossroads, got my car smashed up. Then the chief of police told me that the crackly great combined circus where I'd spent an hour wasn't there. And it wasn't. Chief of police thought this was real funny.
Where'd the circus go, sweetheart?
L.A. probably.
You're kind of slick.
Couldn't have been gone more than an hour. Look at those filled-in post holes.
You're a real bright fella.
And I know why it left in such a hurry.
Oh, you city fellas are real sharp-like.
The circus left because of a guy named Bliss.
You know about Bliss.
Bliss was putting money into a circus, not taking any out.
Keep talking.
Bliss gets tired of this, slaps an attachment on the circus. Crackly pulled the show out before it could be served.
Yeah, you're real smart. You'd better come along with me, sweetheart. We better have a little, talking.
It hit the bullseye, and I got more than I bargained for. It seems Bliss had no friends, except Logan, who, being the local legal eagle, was also appointed by Bliss as his lawyer, having full power of attorney. Now Logan was ready to talk.
Bliss, now, he ain't no dummy. He was in the circus himself years ago, before he got wise and made a lot of dough in plumbing fixtures. Ain't no money in show business, sweetheart.
They tell me.
Now, Bliss, he ain't old, but he's kind of funny. All of a sudden, he wants to...
Invest in a circus. His old love. But he also wants to make some money out of it.
Oh, Bliss, he likes money. He married a circus gal years ago. Left her because she was draining away his salary.
How much money did Bliss put into the Crackley circus?
Well, baby, Bliss bought in deep enough to own, 49% of the show.
Bliss isn't getting any money out of his investment, so he slaps an attachment on the show. Crackley gets wind of it and pulls the show out.
You were right up to there, sweetheart.
Talk, Logan.
I got a note from Bliss just this afternoon. Told me to lift the attachment order and was real happy now.
Where's Bliss now?
Honest, baby, I don't know. He's clear. He's just gone.
Bliss skipped out on his wife. That can't be his real name.
Oh, I can't tell you much. Promised Bliss it wouldn't, but his name used to be Elmer C. Bickle.
You got a phone, Logan?
Here you are, baby. But get the charges.
I was getting an idea. Another reason for the show's moving. One thing was sure. Bliss was in it up to his ears. It was 2 a.m. now, and I got the Lion at home.
Yeah, Anthony J. Lion, Detective Bureau, Home Office. We never sleep.
And why haven't you been asleep?
Jeffrey. Well, I've had some very important work to do tonight.
Such as?
Pasting those dollar bills together, if you must know.
You're graduating from kindergarten right now, Fatso. Get your car out.
At this hour?
I'm in Crossroads, California, slaving for the agency, and you can help.
What can I do?
Get all the stuff you can on a guy named Elmer C. Bickle.
Bickle?
Bickle.
Oh.
Joined the circus years ago, married somebody, left his wife. Check variety.
That'll take all night, Jeffrey.
You've got 1 hour. Oh, another thing, Fatso. Check the theatrical hotels, places where show people, circus people put up. Here's what we need. A line on anybody connected with the Crackley Great Combined...
I can give you that, sweetheart.
What?
You what?
I know where they probably hold in.
Lion, forget that last. But check Bickle. I hung up, and Logan said he'd heard the performers from Crackley Circus usually stayed at the Fossman Hotel in Los Angeles. So I called the Fossman Hotel.
Oh, hello.
The desk clerk sounded wide awake.
Fossman Hotel?
Has Mr. Crackley checked in?
Who's asking?
Regan, private investigator.
Well, we certainly could have used a private investigator this morning.
Why?
Heavens, the circus came in without telling us. Everybody's so upset.
You better make sure they pay in advance.
Oh, well, Mr. Crackley paid everything in advance. He has the finest suite of room.
Huh?
But there's such confusion. I just don't know what to do.
You wouldn't. Now, about Crackley.
Oh, I'll ring. But he's probably asleep anyway.
Hello?
Crackley, this is Jeff Regan.
Oh, Regan.
Why did you run away?
I don't know. Well, I mean, we had to leave because we were so low on funds and the sheriff's office going to tax the show. We heard of the order and left town to leave their jurisdiction.
Yeah, sure. Well, your worries are over, Crackley. I've found Bliss for you. Bickle, too.
Oh, no, it's impossible. Well, I mean...
Yeah, I know what you mean. It hit me. The circus was making money. Crackley had paid his hotel bill in advance. Fine suite of rooms. Well, he'd probably been keeping a double set of books cheating Bliss. I got Logan, got in his car, and drove back to the deserted circus lot. We drove fast. The circus had pulled out in the middle of the night for another reason. And I knew now we'd better look for that reason. The lot was deserted. Low, cold mist over the ground. Gray morning. A small animal moved through the mist like a creature from another world. A small dog. He'd found what we couldn't see. He had something in his mouth. A cap with a red pom-pom on its pointed end. A clown's cap, stained with blood. Logan had men digging within minutes. One of the filled post holes seemed larger than the rest. This was it.
We found him, Mr. Regan.
Let me see his face.
Kind of muddy.
Still in makeup. Tall, cruel clown. yellowish hair, and I can act it. Only he isn't playing at being dead. Come on, Logan. Keys to your car. I've got an appointment at the Boston Hotel. I took Logan's car, made the 2-hour trip back to L.A. I phoned the line as soon as I hit town. I got the complete rundown on Bickle. Then I went to the Fossman Hotel. I asked the room clerk for old Crackley's room number. It was 203. I didn't wait to be announced. You should lock your door, Crackley. You could get company you might not enjoy.
I've been waiting for you.
I know why you pulled out of Crossroads so fast last night, Crackley.
But I don't know anything.
I found Bliss.
I'm not interested in Bliss anymore.
And maybe you're interested in Bickle, the tall clown.
Now, please, Mr. Reed.
Bliss joined the circus under his real name, Bickle, to check up on his investment.
Tall clown was Bliss?
Yeah. He was eccentric, but not eccentric enough to throw his money away. But he got more than he bargained.
No, please, now leave me alone.
He's dead, Crackley. You pulled out of Crossroads last night because a man was killed and buried there on the lot.
But I didn't kill him.
But you know who did?
No.
I had the land check on Bickle. It seems he married a Ruth Sandusky in Chicago, April 18th, 1930. Now, Ruth Sandusky was only a kid then, featured in an animal act.
My son George married her in good faith, Mr. Regan. I was against the marriage.
Where's George now?
But I can't tell you.
Checked the front desk for George's room. Was told he lived in his own small trailer. And when he was in town, he always parked it down by the circus warehouse. That's where I headed. The circus warehouse was down by the tracks. It was a raw wood building that had fallen in on its bones. Most of the circus trucks had unloaded. Things were pretty quiet. Got out of the car, walked around. The rear of the warehouse was parked a small trailer, beat up. The one that had forced me off the highway at Crossroads. Inside, I found Ruth. Ruth Sandusky.
Great.
Married Elmer C. Bickle in Chicago, April 18th, 1930.
You're a real bright eye.
You kind of like being married, don't you? So much you get married twice.
Girl needs a man.
With money.
Bickle ran away from me the week we played Chillicothe. And the way I knew he was alive, he used to put crazy ads in the trades every Christmas.
You'll be sitting pretty when old man Crackley dies and George inherits the circus.
Oh, I try not to think of such things.
Bickle joined the circus 3 weeks ago. He recognized you, wanted you again. Moved in on George. The thing is, you were still married to Bickle. You kind of overlooked getting a divorce. Which meant you weren't legally married to George, meaning you had no future claim on the circus.
Don't tell George. Make it worth your while, Mr. Regan.
Trouble is, lady, George saw Bickle, the new clown moving in on him. And easily, too. You were afraid to hold Bickle off, afraid he might yell bigamy. Real cozy for you, Ruth. Both husbands, clowns in the same act.
You better stop talking, Mr. Regan.
George had to move out of your tent, sleep in his trailer. He was crazy jealous. That's why he tried to finish me by driving me off the road. He thought I was moving in, too.
Stop it while you still got the chance.
Bickle said, come back to me or I yelled bigamy, and you killed him.
Stop it!
Only one thing, lady. You didn't know that Bickle and Bliss were the same man.
Bliss?
Yeah, the angel. The guy who was pouring all that money into the circus.
Bickle was Bliss. I'm still married to him, legally.
That's almost right.
Yes, it was bigamy. What do I want with George now? As the wife of Bliss or whatever he called himself now, I'll inherit all his dough.
Kill Bliss.
What? Crackley thinks his son did it. George will go to the gas chamber for me. I'm a bigamist, Mr. Regan, so give me 2 years.
No, you won't get rid of me that easy.
George.
I heard what you were
Little
doing.
George, a sad, bruised clown, stood in the doorway of a small trailer. It was like he didn't see me, only Ruth, his almost wife. But he'd heard plenty.
You killed him because he was molesting you. I thought you killed him because you left me.
You stay away from me, George.
Ruth ran out of the trailer, followed by George. He slammed the door to hold me back. I got the door open just in time to see little George slip into the circus warehouse. I ran after him, fast. Inside the warehouse, it was dim. There was a sharp smell of circus animals. Little George was flexing his muscles for the first time in his life.
I won't let him get you. I'll take you from the gas chamber.
A superhuman strength had come into him. He had Ruth by the hair and was forcing her into an animal cage. The tiger was crouched in the corner of the cage, ready to jump. I grabbed both George and Ruth by the hair and pulled them back. I kicked the cage shut.
Why didn't you let me finish?
Sorry, George. The state will want witnesses when Ruth finishes her act. the gas chamber. That wound it up. I called Sanducci, homicide. When they came to take Ruth away, I saw little George, the fall guy, standing near his trailer, all alone. 2 hours later, I checked into the Lion, the office.
Where is the money? Where is the money?
Still at the paste pot, Lion?
Oh, yes, my boy. I've just finished pasting the last mill together. The silk threads match perfectly.
Nice, neat job.
Oh, Jeffrey, you just don't know how hard I work for our future.
Bank should take these all right.
Now, I slaved all night, my boy.
The only thing, money doesn't belong to us.
Yeah, I think I'll just press the bill so the bank will be sure to what?
Money isn't ours.
What do you mean?
I got a call from Logan. He says he found your receipt in the Bliss Shack. I had to tell him we got the $75 to keep us from taking the case.
Oh.
So the Bliss estate demands its money back.
It's all your fault, Jeffrey.
Yeah, I just made
If you hadn't opened your mouth.
I'll just have to keep this 100.
Yeah. Well, what's that you have?
$100 bill. Got 2 more, just like that.
Jeffrey.
Old Cracker.
Yeah.
He thought his son George had killed Bickle. When we proved it was Ruth, it began.
Oh, how could I have ever doubted you, Jeffrey?
Oh, another thing, Lion.
Yeah?
Meant to tell you, those bills you pasted together?
No, I worked so hard over them.
Well, the bank would have fitted the bills together for you.
Yes. Oh, no!
Jeff Regan, Investigator, is written by William Krug and Gilbert Thomas, directed by Sterling Tracy, and stars Frank Graham as Regan with Frank Nelson as Anthony J. Lyon. Original music is by Dick Arano. Jeff Regan, Investigator, is transcribed each week at the same time over CBS. Bob Stevenson speaking, and inviting you to be with us again next Sunday at 8:30 for more suspense and mystery and adventure with Jeff Regan, Investigator.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The amazing Mr. Malone.
Operator? Operator, give me the office of John J. Malone.
The National Broadcasting Company presents The Amazing Mr. Malone, an exciting half-hour of mystery starring George Petrie as the lawyer whose practice before every type of bar has become a legend. Our locale is the city of Chicago, the time, the present, and the hero of these weekly adventures, the amazing Mr. Malone.
Malone's the name, John J. Malone, attorney and counselor at law. Tonight, in our study of the cliche, let's take a gander at hard work never killed anyone. You can never prove that by Danny Braden. Danny is the dark-haired boy in the small furnished apartment on Chicago's South Side. Danny is what is known in the trade as a solitary drinker. And he's just made an amazing discovery. The liquor goes a lot further that way.
Danny. Danny.
The devil do you want, Thelma?
I don't want to nag you, darling.
Certainly giving a darn good imitation.
I only meant...
What's the matter? You deaf? See who that is.
Sure, darling. Just a minute, I'm coming. Yes?
I'm looking for a Danny Braden.
What do you want with him?
I'm an old buddy of his from L.A. Just tell him it's Jack Bucktel.
What are you doing here?
Oh, hiya, Danny. Good to see you.
What do you want, Bucktel?
Now, is that any way to talk? Your little girl here would think you weren't glad to see me.
She'd be right.
That's gratitude for you. And to think the minute I stepped off that bus, I made tracks right over here.
Shouldn't have bothered.
There's no bother at all. How you doing, Danny?
Swell.
You don't look it.
Well, you know me, Buck. I never believed in being ostentatious.
Can you use $100 grand?
Are you kidding?
Darling.
Shut up.
What?
Where can we talk?
What's the matter with this?
Two things. One, you haven't invited me in.
What's the other?
Her.
They're both no problems. All right, Thelma, go take yourself a walk.
No. You're gonna get mixed up in something.
Don't you understand English?
Oh.
Now make it a nice long walk, like from here to Evanston. Well?
All right, Danny.
Better call me before you come home.
I like a girl who can mind.
Sit down.
Thanks.
You, said something about $100 grand?
Oh, not so fast, Danny boy. There are one or two things we got to iron out first.
Such as?
I got to be protected.
Okay.
Then, sign right here.
What is this?
Just a little agreement that we split 50-50 on your income for the next 10 years.
You think I'd be stupid enough to sign this?
Why? What do you got to lose?
Well, if I went to work, you...
You wouldn't do a thing like that.
Don't be so smart.
Let's not kid each other, Danny. I know you from a way back. You got no more intention of doing an honest day's work than I have. Now, if you want to sign that agreement, okay. If you don't, it's all right, too.
Give me a pen.
Here you are.
Daniel M. Braden. How's that?
Oh, it's fine.
Now, what's the deal?
You remember a little girl you were married to named Gloria Mason?
This your idea of a gag?
How long has it been since she got killed in that fire?
What are you, a comic?
Just humor me for a couple of minutes, will you?
Well, 6 years ago.
As I recall, they never did find her body.
Nothing left to find. Just some silver bridge work.
I bet you can afford platinum now.
What are you babbling about?
She's alive, Danny.
You're nuts.
She started that fire herself.
What? Why?
Get away from you?
What kind of crack is that?
I tell you, Gloria's right here in town. Only she calls herself Glenda.
Glenda?
Yeah. That isn't all she changed. She doesn't have that red hair anymore. And she's married.
Married?
Uh-huh. To a fella named Phil Stacy.
Phil? The Stacy that owns the Belmont Casino?
Uh-huh. I understand she's nuts about him.
You must be out of your mind.
Well, there's one way to convince yourself. Go up and see. And while you're at it, you might ask her for a couple of bucks. You know, so you can afford a cab back. I'm sure she wouldn't want her husband to walk.
Yes?
Well, what do you know?
What?
I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Look, mister.
What's the matter, Gloria? Don't you recognize your one and only? It's Danny.
If you don't get out of here...
What'll you do, scream?
Yes.
Then go right ahead.
Phil! Phil!
Of course, we both know he isn't home. I made sure of that.
Now, look, mister. I don't know who you are.
Oh, now, Gloria. You couldn't have forgotten all we meant to each other?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, maybe I know a way to show you. Does that bring back fond memories?
What do you want, Danny?
I knew it would ring a bell.
What do you want?
Only what's mine. You.
No.
Ah, now you're my wife, honey. You don't know how I missed you.
I'm sure you found someone else to beat up.
Oh, now, Gloria. Oh, I beg your pardon, Glenda. There never was anyone like you. Well, what do you say you pack your bags and I'll take you home?
Let me go.
Oh, come on, sweetie. You'll love it. Once you get used to the bugs.
What are you after?
I told you. You. I only hope Phil won't be disappointed.
You're not going to say a word to him. I'll kill you if you do.
Well, he's bound to find out. After all, he thinks he's married to you.
How much do you want?
Now, you think I came here for money?
How much do you want?
I never thought of it like that. But, if you'd rather stick with Phil, why, far be it from me to interfere with your happiness. Let's make it $5,000. That's a nice round figure.
Don't be a fool. Where would I get it?
Oh, it doesn't have to be cash, honey. I'll take your check. I'm sure you wouldn't stop payment.
How do I know you won't be back again?
Of course I will, Glenda. You're my wife. Now, what kind of husband would I be not to drop by when I'm in the neighborhood? And I intend to be around real often.
Hello?
Oh, Thelma. How goes the battle?
Who is this?
Jack Buxell. Is Danny around?
Just a second. It's for you, Danny.
Who is it?
Mr. Bucktel.
Hello.
Hiya, Danny.
Fine.
How'd you make out?
How'd I make out?
I understand you were up to see Mrs. Stacy this afternoon.
Where do you understand that from?
Oh, I got ways and means at my disposal. How did we do?
We didn't do.
I don't get you, Danny.
Very simple, Buck. This isn't the right dame.
Listen, friend.
Well, I ought to know. I was married to her.
Look, boy, don't try to hop me around.
Never entered my mind. Sorry it worked out this way, Buck. But maybe we can get together on something else sometime. Give me a call if you get any ideas.
Some more coffee, Glenda?
What?
I asked if you wanted some more coffee.
Oh, no, thanks, Phil.
What's the trouble, baby?
Trouble?
You haven't said 2 words since we sat down.
Well, I've got a slight headache.
You want some aspirin?
No, I'll be all right.
Maybe if you ate something.
I'm not hungry.
You haven't been hungry for a week.
If you don't stop picking on me.
Sorry, honey.
No, it's my fault, Phil. I'm just on edge.
Well, I'm going to call Doc Wilburn and ask him.
I don't want you to. I tell you, I'm perfectly all right.
Then what's bothering?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I swear.
Look, Glenda. I promised when we got married I'd never ask any questions.
I know that, Phil, and I appreciate it.
But if something's worrying you and you want to tell Papa, he'll always be ready to listen. Remember that.
Two, three.
Hello?
Hello, Doris. This is Danny Braden.
Oh, hiya, Danny.
My missus there?
Huh, what?
Thelma.
No, she ain't.
Oh, I just got in to find a note saying she's going over to see you.
Well, she left here 10 minutes ago. I think she had an appointment with John J. Malone.
Who?
You know, that lawyer fella.
What does she want with Malone?
Well, I don't know, Dan. Oh, gee. I shouldn't have told you. You won't say nothing.
Don't you worry, Doris. I won't breathe it to a...
Danny!
Just a second. Said just a second. Yeah?
I'm looking for John J. Malone.
You tried the Prescott building? I understand he's got an office there.
His secretary told me he's never in.
Oh.
And then she said if it was real important, I could find him here.
She's just a great big blabbermouth, ain't she?
Uh-huh.
Skip it. Come on in, Mrs.
Oh, Braden. Thelma Braden.
Sit down.
Well...
You don't have to worry. I won't bite. I left my uppers on my other head.
What?
Don't try to figure it out. It's not worth it. What's your problem?
Problem?
There must be an echo in here.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Malone. It's just that I'm nervous.
Why?
Well, I've never done anything like this before. Danny would kill me if he knew.
Danny, I take it as your husband.
Yes.
You want a divorce?
Oh, no.
Then what is it?
Well, you see, I married Danny 3 years ago after his first wife died in a fire.
Well?
Well, just for the sake of argument, suppose she didn't die. Suppose she was still alive.
Well, she's still his wife. It doesn't matter.
Oh, don't stop on my account, Malone.
Didn't your mother ever teach you to knock, Lieutenant?
She also taught me not to be noisy. Now, sit down, Lieutenant. Thanks, I will.
Look, Brooks, I happen to be very busy.
And you're going to be a lot busier before the day is over.
Pay no attention to him, Thelma.
I'm afraid she's going to have to. I'm with the police, Mrs. Braden.
What?
How did you know her name was Braden?
Oh, you'd be surprised what I know about her. She's 31, blonde, and recently widowed.
Widowed?
All right, Sidney, what are you getting at?
Her husband was murdered an hour ago.
No.
Yes.
You're lying. You're making this all up.
Ah, you know better.
Are you accusing her?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Oh, I wouldn't worry, Thelma. Didn't they tell you Malone was amazing? Why, with him on your side, all you can possibly lose is your life. Ain't that a comforting thought?
You're listening to The Amazing Mr. Malone. It's the Silver Jubilee on NBC. East and West meet as Mr. Moto moves swiftly against those who would corrupt and destroy freedom-loving people everywhere. On the national front, Martin Caine, Private Eye, will find himself involved in plenty of action as he becomes involved in whirlwind adventures beginning July 1st. Mr. Moto and Martin Caine. 2 invitations to suspense, intrigue, and mystery over your favorite NBC station. And now, back to the amazing Mr. Malone.
Nice thing you can say for my apartment. It's convenience. Within the space of 5 minutes, I had 2 visitors, and both gifted conversationalists. The first was Thelma Braden, the second, Lieutenant Brooks, and the dialogue was real scintillating. Then Brooks got started on the monologue. That's when the party got dull.
It's my duty to warn you, Mrs. Braden, that anything you say may be used in evidence.
Why don't you shut up? Can't you see she's in a state of shock? Thelma,
Huh?
can you understand me?
He said I killed Danny.
He didn't mean it.
Didn't I?
Now look, Sidney, use your head. Where's her motive?
Oh, you're just talking to pad your part. Where's her motive? Why, that husband of hers used to beat her like she was whipped cream.
That's not true.
Are you kidding? The neighbors told me he cuffed you around regularly.
I didn't care.
Then why were you consulting Malone?
Well,
That's a confidential matter. How did you know she was here?
My friend told him.
You mean Doris? You're right.
Now listen to me, Thelma. Remember that matter we were discussing before he walked in?
What?
Well, you know about this girl you knew whose husband thought she was dead?
The girl I knew.
Yeah, the one who was supposed to be burned in that fire. What was her name?
I can't think.
You've got to, Thelma.
Look, is this a private game, or can a stranger take a hand?
It's private.
It's Stacy. Glenda Stacy.
Phil Stacy's wife?
I don't know.
Well, I'll check. You go along with Brooks now.
You mean I can have her?
Don't get your hopes up, Lieutenant. She's only for a lens. I'll be back for her after I look up another prospect.
Come in.
Hello, Phil.
Well, if it isn't the amazing Mr. Malone, come on in.
Thanks. Hey, it's quite a place. You know, I've never been up here.
Like it?
Why shouldn't I? Didn't I furnish it?
What are you talking about?
Well, I figure with the dough I dropped at your club, I must have at least bought the drapes.
Sit down.
Thanks.
Drink?
What do you got?
Scotch?
That's my boy.
Say when?
Yes, one of them. Whoop.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, I'll sit this one out.
Well, like they say, here's to crime.
All right, Malone, what's in your mind?
Can't a man just drop around for a sociable drink?
Not if you're the man.
Well, I was kind of hoping to meet your wife. I've heard a lot about her. She around?
No.
When will she be back?
I have no idea.
In that case, suppose we have a little talk.
Does it concern Glenda?
Vitally.
Then I don't want to hear it. I don't discuss my wife with strangers.
How do you know I'm a stranger? Maybe Glenda and I have a big romance brewing.
Oh, don't make me laugh.
You know my reputation.
Yeah, you're a sucker for a long shot.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take it any way you like.
Look, Phil, I want to be on the level with you. I represent a Thelma Braden.
I told you I wasn't interested.
Well, you ought to be, because your wife...
That's enough, Malone. I think you better go.
You know, Phil, you're a remarkable guy. There are not many men around who would trust their wives so implicitly.
I wouldn't know.
Well, I would. Thanks for the drink, and tell Glenda I was sorry to miss her. Maybe I'll catch her on the next round.
That you, Glenda?
Yes, Bill?
Oh, here. Let me help you with those packages.
Oh, thanks, darling.
How do you feel?
Oh, much better.
Good. Would you like a drink?
I'd love it.
You sit down right over here and Pop will take care of it. Did you bring the evening papers?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, it doesn't matter. All the news is bad. Which reminds me, John J. Malone was up to see you this afternoon.
Who?
You know, a lawyer.
But he's representing Thelma. What did he want?
I didn't give him a chance to say. He didn't sure want your drink.
What did he say?
I told you I wouldn't listen, but I will to you.
I don't understand.
Look, baby, you know our deal. I never asked you about anything, but if you're in a jam, I want to know about it.
I tell you, everything's fine, darling.
All right, Glenda. Let it be like you say, everything's fine. And Malone or no Malone, Papa's gonna keep it that way.
Tom. Mr. Malone?
That's right.
I'm so glad to find you in. You don't know the trouble I had getting your address.
You shouldn't have bothered.
Oh, I don't mind.
All right, let's get it over with.
I beg your pardon?
Look, Junior, this is an old story to me, though generally I find him waiting inside. Weren't you sent here to warn me off?
How in the world did you know that?
I'm amazing. Besides, that bulge in your pocket gave you away.
Oh, you mean this old thing.
Hey, isn't that kind of heavy for a little man like you to carry? But then that makes you a big man, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely.
Who sent you, Glenda Stacy?
And why would Mrs. Stacy want to do that?
Because we both know she killed Danny Braden.
Did she?
Absolutely. She was legally married to Braden, and he was probably shaking her down.
Oh, so she took the obvious way out.
See my point?
Well, isn't there something you're overlooking?
You're right.
Pardon?
I'd completely forgotten about her husband. Did Phil send you?
Oh, why should he?
Well, by his own admission...
Oh, I wouldn't, if I were you.
I was just trying to get a cigarette.
That's where you can smoke mine. No nicotine.
Thanks.
Now, you were saying?
Oh, yeah. Phil would do anything in the world for his wife.
Would he?
Well, that's what he claimed, and I see no... Wait a minute.
Now, don't tell me you thought of something else.
Yes, indeed. Danny must have just recently found out Glenda was living.
Would you believe I've no idea what you're talking about?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I was just thinking out loud. Do you mind?
Oh, not at all.
Well, the way I see it, Danny must have learned about Glenda in the past few weeks. Otherwise, this whole affair would have been precipitated a long time ago. Now, how did Danny find out?
May I offer a suggestion?
Please do.
Maybe he saw her on the street?
No, that's too convenient. There has to be another party who supplied the information.
Does it?
That's the only way it adds up. Now, who could have tipped off Danny that Glenda was alive?
I have no idea.
Well, thanks anyway, friend. You've been real sweet to let me run on like this. What's the matter, kid? Can't you take it down there? Yeah, I know. I ought to be ashamed for hitting anyone smaller than myself, but you don't think a bully like me would hit anyone bigger.
C-O-N-C. Hey, Sussman, how do you spell consensus?
Don't tell him, Hank. You know stool pigeon.
Oh, no. Make for the hills, man. That man's here again.
Look, you don't want to talk to you.
Don't speak to him.
I'm not kidding, Lieutenant. I got the whole thing figured out.
When happened?
I'm serious. Thelma Braden didn't kill her husband.
Well, naturally you'd say that.
Naturally, and I've just been with the boy who can prove it.
Well, why didn't you bring him with you?
He was in no condition to travel. He had a gun, and I saw no point in letting him use it.
Coward. Who sent him?
I wouldn't say, but I'd be willing to hazard a guess.
All right, let's hear it.
Try and stay with me. Danny Braden was blackmailing Phil Stacy's wife.
Why?
Because she was really Danny's wife. She was never legally married to Phil.
Now, this couldn't possibly be as confusing as you make it sound.
If you think it's rough, wait till you hear the rest. Danny thought she was dead. Recently, he learned she was alive. Now, that information had to come from someone. Who was it?
Well, you tell me. I'm the Schlemiel, remember?
Okay. It came from the same guy who sent that punk Junior Grade around to knock me off.
And who's that?
Phil Stacy.
Are you out of your mind?
Well, who'd be in a better position to know all about Glenda's background?
Well, why would Phil want to blackmail his own wife?
That's what I keep telling you. She's not his wife.
All right, why do you want to blackmail Glenda? He's in the chips.
Where do you suppose that bankroll came from originally?
Glenda?
Sure. She must be the one who's loaded. Phil's past is a mystery. When Glenda left Danny, she must have waltzed off with all of Danny's dough.
This assumes he had money at one time.
Yeah.
Now, let's see if I understand. It's your theory Phil was blackmailing Glenda through Danny.
Hooray, you caught on.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to give you credit, Malone. You were right on one count. The information that Glenda was alive did come through a third party, only it wasn't Phil Stacy. It came from a fella named Jack Bucktel.
But if Phil wasn't the one who supplied the information...
Then you were wrong on count two. Yeah, but don't feel too bad. You were 50% right, and for you, that's a 49% improvement. Keep it up, Counselor. You're doing fine.
You are listening to The Amazing Mr. Malone. It's the Silver Jubilee on NBC. They say there's a thin line between the real and the unreal. A place where time stands still. A land of silent mystery. We bring you excursions into the unknown. Journeys into the future and through the shadow-filled corridors of the minds of men.
on Dimension X, a program designed to bring you the unusual. Tom Conway brings us back to reality as the debonair gentleman adventurer Simon Templar, who finds suspense and mystery awaiting him as the Saint. And here's another program note. Be sure to hear Martin Caine, Private Eye, beginning on this station July 1st, and featuring the well-known screen star Lloyd Nolan. Dimension X, The Saint, and Martin Caine. 3 top programs designed for your summer entertainment over NBC, where the chimes are. And now, back to the amazing Mr. Malone.
They say you can't keep a good man down, and they're absolutely right. Or if Lieutenant Brooks thought he had knocked me out with his haymaker that Jack Bucktel supplied the information to blackmail Glenda, he was wrong. It was a bad blow, all right, but I picked myself right off the floor and stepped into another.
So Phil needed Glenda's dough, huh? Why, you schmo boy. Phil's been in the chips since 1930.
All right, so I made a mistake.
It's nice of you to admit it.
I can't help myself. Where's this Jack Bucktel now?
You know, I had a hunch you'd ask that, and I happen to be prepared with an answer. Sussman, show in Mr. Bucktel.
Never mind, I can make it myself. Listen, Lieutenant, if you know what's good for
Don't
you...
be silly. If I knew what's good for me, I never would have been a cop. This is John J. Malone. So act impressed. He's a big man.
Sit down, Bucktel. I want to talk to you.
I got nothing to say.
Lieutenant, could you leave us alone for a couple of minutes?
So you think it's safe? He outweighs you by 40 pounds.
Yeah, on second thought, maybe you better stick around. Now, listen, Bucktel. How much did Danny give you?
What do you mean, how much did he give me?
Now, the money he blackmailed from Glenda.
He didn't get a dime from her.
So he held out on you?
No, he didn't.
You just admitted there was no split?
That's because there was nothing to split. He told me Glenda wasn't the right girl.
But you knew better.
I knew nothing of the kind.
And when you learned Danny double-crossed you, you killed him.
No.
You went to his apartment and you shot him in the back.
Oh, you're crazy.
All right, Brooks. What are you waiting for? Did you hear him confess?
No.
Well, he practically admitted
I didn't hear him.
You just haven't been reading between the lines.
And all the reading you've done must have strained your eyes. He couldn't have killed Danny.
Why not?
Because at the time of the murder, he was in Detroit.
He what?
You heard me. Had to fly Sussman there this morning to pick him up.
That doesn't make sense. If he didn't kill Danny...
Then it's barely possible your client did. Well, thanks for helping us out, Malone. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Yes.
I bet you're Glenda Stacy.
I beg your pardon?
My name's John J. Malone. Didn't your husband tell you I was around earlier today?
No.
Well, I was. Unfortunately, I missed you.
What can I do for you, Mr. Malone?
Well, you can invite me in.
I think that'd be a mistake.
Oh, hi, Phil. I didn't see you.
Pretty obvious. What do you want, Malone?
Well, I just dropped by to apologize.
Apologize?
Yeah. Can I come in?
All right.
Thanks. This lovely place you have here, Glenda.
Glenda?
Well, I feel I know you so well. After all, I've heard so much about you.
All right, Malone. What do you want?
You were much more hospitable this afternoon. You invited me to have a drink, remember?
What do you want?
I guess I'll have to buy my own. I don't know where the money's going to come from.
Gee, get to the point.
Well, as I started to tell you, I represent a Thelma Brady.
I think you better leave us alone.
No. I want to hear this.
I don't blame you, lover. It's a pretty good yarn. You see, Thelma was married to a boy named Danny.
You don't have to go into that. We read it in all the papers.
Not all, Phil. You see, Thelma wasn't really married to him. Legally, he was still Glenda's husband.
What?
That's a lie.
I should have told him, lover.
Look, Malone, what are you trying to hand me?
You folks have nothing to worry about. With Danny dead, there's nothing to prevent you from getting remarried.
I don't like those kind of jokes.
It's no joke, Phil. But I did do you an injustice. Some gunzel came up to my apartment early this afternoon, and like a fool, I jumped to 2 conclusions. One, that you sent it.
Now, look, Malone.
Just hear me out. I also came up with a weird theory that you were behind a blackmail plot to shake down Glenda.
Are you out of your mind?
I must have been. Lieutenant Brooks told me you were the one with the money. I didn't take his word for it, so I checked with your bank. He was right.
Where do you get
I know, I got my nerve. They told me something else. But in the last month, Glenda here issued 4 checks to Danny Brady.
I know about that.
Sure I did, baby. He's telling the truth, lover. He saw the endorsement. So, being the kind of man you are, naturally it took steps. And all of them in the direction of Danny Braden's apartment.
No.
Then later you sent that punk around to scare me off when you thought I was going to hang Danny's murder on Glenda.
You're trying to say I killed him?
I thought I did.
Well, you know...
Lieutenant! He wants to slug me.
I wish I hadn't come in so fast.
Go on, you're too big a ham to miss a cue. Now fool the public and act like a policeman. George, how about a little service here?
Oh, what are you complaining about, Malone? We're getting as little as possible.
Oh, I don't know why I come here every week. Everybody's a comic.
Listen, Mr. Malone.
What do you want?
How did you know Phil killed Danny Brady?
Well, it all came down to the process of elimination. You had a cast iron alibi for Jack Bucktel. So that took care of him. And as far as Glenda was concerned, it wasn't in character for her to commit murder, or she would have done it long ago. Look what she went through to get away from Danny. And then when he turned up again, she paid him off.
Well, maybe she got tired of that.
Never. You know, the first touch is always the hardest for a blackmailer. Once the victim kicks through, from then on, it's clear sailing. So that took care of Glenda and left us Phil.
Oh, why didn't he let on to Glenda that he knew about Danny?
Because that's the kind of a guy Phil is. He was crazy about her. If she thought she was keeping something from him, he wasn't going to let on. Now, does that take care of all your questions?
No. This is all well and good about the process of elimination, but there's one party in this deal you overlooked.
Who?
Your client. Why couldn't Thelma have been killed?
Because you made the pinch. Well, you were right last week, so now it had to be my turn. After all, I'm the one who's amazing. Good night, Lieutenant. Story of a man who came up with an interesting theory about life. Then one of his friends shot it full of holes. As a lawyer, I can tell you, it was murder. I'll fill you in on the gory details next week, so why not pick me up at my office at the same time? I'll be waiting for you. Good night.
George Petrie was starred as John J. Malone, with Larry Haynes as Lieutenant Brooks. Our program is written by Eugene Wang and directed by Richard Lewis. The Amazing Mr. Malone is based on a famous character created by Craig Rice and produced by Bernard L. Schubert. The events and characters in this story were entirely fictional, and any resemblance to persons living or dead is entirely coincidental. Fred Collins speaking. The Amazing Mr. Malone has come to you from New York. Stay tuned for The Man Called X, next over most NBC stations.
The Adventures of Michael Shayne, Private Detective. The people who make 76 gasoline and Triton motor